Alright guys, so this is my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. I'm about to dab it up right now. What's up YouTube? My name is Preston Brown. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior and I'm wanting to be a pastor. And I'm here to tell you today that I have a story, and maybe some of you will be touched by this. I'm gonna go way back to when this story starts. So I've been called to preach by God, and it's a very big thing, and you don't know where God's going to send you, because see, when you see God lay out his plan, you know, we can't see it. Of course God can. Faith is taking the step and not know where you're stepping. I'll take you way back, and it all started when I was about 15. I was dealing with some stuff, depression, big time. I had this thing, before you get your license, you know, you gotta get your permit. And I took my permit, I failed it twice, and the devil was making me feel like I was defeated. That was a really hard time in my life, because I felt like it was impossible, because you guys already know that the questions change every time you take it. And I know this is something small, but of course I was 15, and it was something very big to me. And some people, they just pass it once, and I'm like, wow. Big time in my life, and I was going through this struggle. Before I passed, because I do have my license now, before I passed, I went to this church camp. I was talking to the youth pastor there, and I knew God was calling me to do something more, in his kingdom. I didn't know what it was. It could be singing, a pastor, just someone to talk to. You know, I want to work in a church, basically. I love God, and I love spreading the gospel. I really do. The pastor said, you know what, we're going to pray. And we're going to pray that God is going to speak through somebody, and that he will be able to tell you what your calling will be. And I do believe this. I'm going to tell you all this, that I do believe that every single one of you out there has a calling on your life. I really do believe that. We prayed, and at the end of that church camp, this guy came up to me, and he told me I'm going to be a pastor one day, and shook me, and I didn't know how to handle it. I went back to the pastor, I told him about it, and he said it was definitely the Holy Spirit. And that's when I knew God had a calling on my life. This world is so dark. It really isn't, you know, we don't like to say that, or especially I don't, but it is, and it's true. When you see how this world and how everybody does stuff and how lost people are, it just breaks my heart. And I hate it for them, and I pray for them, and I just wish they knew a source, kind of like this, and this is why I'm doing this, but maybe this will touch them, I don't know. But I will say this, is that it was very hard to be able to take on that calling at the age of 15. And I was putting stuff before my calling. And see, that's the thing a lot of people do, is that we run from our callings because they are so big, and of course we think it's impossible, but through God, anything's possible. I really do believe that, and I hope you guys do too. But I ran away from it. And I did like 2 devotions that year, nothing too big. And I just kept getting farther and farther away from God, because I felt like it was too big of a task for me. I mean, I'm just an ordinary guy, you know. I'm not super smart. So here's the thing, you know, God will take the most unqualified people to do His work. I'm not perfect, but God chose me, and God chooses everybody to do something. At some point in your life, you will figure that out. I remember going back the next year when I was 16. I was going back to that church camp, and I was like, okay, I'm getting into a serious point in my life where I need to grow up. And I kind of had that question, like, what am I going to do when I get out of school? You know, I was a junior last year, and so I was like, let me get serious. And so before this church camp, I prayed by myself and asked God that He would show me, give me a reassurance that this is my calling. Praying that on a Sunday night, and of course throughout the church camp I forgot about it, because it's like 5 days. On the last night, Thursday, a girl came up to me and said the exact same thing. And I knew it was God, because it kind of just like popped up in my mind. Of course, like I said, I forgot about it and it just popped up. And I remember like it was yesterday. I honestly went to my cabin and started crying and praying on my knees, because I mean, I'm a crier, but it's just awesome, you know, how we can fail God so many times, and He still wants us to do this calling for Him. And this is a really emotional topic, because Of course, I'm still not perfect, and I'm still trying to take on this calling, and it's hard. It is hard. I'm just a regular teenager. I'm going through the same stuff as every other teenager, and it's life. But after I got that calling, I got more serious about it. I've preached 2 times. I've done 2 more devotions, and now I'm doing this. I've always liked YouTube. I watch it all the time. I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I did it when I was younger. I was playing video games and doing it. I thought it was so cool.
Feels good to be a gangster.
Or just the Wi-Fi. Anything Wi-Fi related, the internet, anything like that is such a big thing in this world. I'm here today that maybe there's somebody that needs a one-on-one conversation. And of course, this isn't a face-to-face, but this is a face-to-camera. And I'm sharing my heart with you guys. And so this is why I'm doing this. I'm still working on my calling. I'm still wanting to be a pastor. And I'm just growing. I'm growing every single day. And I'm excited to be doing this. This is my story. This is how I became what I am today. God has made me into a greater person than I was 2 years ago. And through all the trials, and here's the crazy thing, through all the trials and every mistake that I've made, He's kept loving me. And He still wants me to do this calling. And I don't know what He wants for my life. I really don't. I've been having these visions of me doing this. Maybe somebody needs a one-on-one preacher. Of course, I'm not a pastor. That's basically it, guys. This is my YouTube channel. I plan on maybe doing some sermons after this, just sermons that I write, and just preach them on the camera. And maybe it will reach somebody. I hope it does. This is my channel, and I thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed it, man, please come back for more, because I know God's not done with me, and I want to reach people. I want to reach people, and I want to help you guys. I really do. Well, I'll see you guys later. Peace.